Hello Factorio people, welcome back to the broadcasts. How's it going? Thank you for the support on the first two episodes. Let's go back to the base, shall we, and see what's going on with it. Here we go. Just last time we were just expanding slightly. We're doing the starter base still remains. This is my little thing that just makes water fill because I'm a big bad cheater. And where's the music? Where's the music? I wanted music to come up, please. Hello? It's very boring without the music, isn't it? We got oil. We got oil now. There it is. There it is. We got oil now. I don't know if this is ever going to get attacked with the way the pollution's going. But here's just there's a few little pillboxes. What I really should have done is I should have showed you what a pump does. That would have been smart. I'll show you next time. I'll show you next time. Things are getting just a little bit too far away for me to warrant using not trains. But oil I feel like is fine. Mostly because you want to pump oil around the base for flamethrowers and things like that. So the oil comes in, we're on basic oil processing, that just goes in the tanks, and that's as far as I got. I also put military science down, just because I'm aware that we have to maybe think about going out and destroying biter bases that might be a bit too close to ore patches that we want to start using. Circuits are fine. I mean, nothing is really happening in the base at the moment, to be honest with you. It's just a glorified science production unit. But that's okay. Taking the science out of the starter base. Green circuits is one of those things that sort of like you've got enough until you don't. so there we go. Here's my military science setup. Nothing is using it at the moment. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, let's jump forward a little bit. For those who complained, and you were right to complain, you were definitely right to complain. I changed the transition, this thing, to a more high-res version. So as we skip forward in time slightly, enjoy that. Enjoy that. Expansion has happened. We've plopped a lot of stuff down. Do you bus engine units? That's a question for you. Put it in the comments if you bus engine units or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really depends. The reason I'm busing engine units this time is because I have this little train yard build from my blueprint book. Because I know we're going to start needing to use trains. And so this little section of the mall, of the hub, makes stations, signals, trains, carts, wagons, and then this will be artillery train units once we get that far. But this requires engines being on the bus, and sometimes I put engines on the bus, and sometimes I don't. It's odd that my blue science build doesn't require engines to be on the bus, so that's funny. And then the red circuit build as well. As I mentioned before, a lot of these builds are designed with beacons in mind, which is obviously not relevant for us here because we're going to be using. We've got the space exploration style beacons on, but oh look, I saved this before I realised that the blue was dropping onto the wrong side of the belt. Let's quickly fix that, shall we? Yeah. Just to show you the mistake here that I've made. Even distribution will put things in their respective output slots for factories, which is why this is such an incredible mod. Didn't actually fix enough. I also could have done that up here, and even distribution will put them directly into the labs. What a good mod! What a good mod! Upgraded the green circuits. Now that you've got red circuits eat through a lot of green circuits, as you're probably well aware of. Oh, and plastic. Plastic is here. I hooked the plastic up. Wow, I did so much in this video. I did so much in between those two save files. A smarter person would have maybe broke that up into a few more sections so they could talk about it more. But I mean, let's be honest. We're still in We're still in starter base mode here, aren't we? Like, this is why my bases always look messy, and because they always take me so long to get to anywhere decent, is because I go, oh, we're still in starter base, we're still in starter base, we're still in starter base. And so, like, I don't organise my bus properly. I don't think about ratios. Like, obviously this would use a lot of green circuits if it needed to be running at full speed. But because I'm still working from my blueprint book where I just plop things down, because I just want to get to mega basing it as soon as possible. Anyway, Michael Hendrick style. Anyway, still plowing through the starter ore patches. Oh, I don't know why pollution is on this screen. Still plowing through the starter ore patches. Iron is getting a bit sparse. I'm starting to worry about iron. Stone. Stone is hooked up. Stone bricks. You need stone bricks for something? Oh, military science, that's right. I would have done that in the last bit. And you need stone to make rails. And stone bricks are also used in some of the mid-game buildings like oil refineries, and they're not in science labs, are they? No. Or chemical plants, as they're actually called. I don't know why I call these science labs in my mind, when they're clearly chemical plants and these are science labs. But whatever, whatever, whatever. And there's Military 3 ploughing along. This setup, when they're on blue assemblers, they're balanced for 45 science per minute, I'm sorry. 30 in the regular Mark 1 assemblers, 45 in the Mark 2 assemblers. Which, you know, I find to be more than enough in the early game when you're just... early game. When you're making your way to robots. Everything before robots is the early game, in my opinion. I also have a few of these nanobots, termites things, if you want to see how that goes. It just... you stand in amongst a bunch of trees and the nanobots fly out and destroy the trees and you don't get the wood back. So that's kind of helpful. If you just need to quickly destroy a patch of trees but you don't care about having all of the wood clogging your inventory. And those require iron sticks and electronic circuits. Quick, let's go forward in time slightly before I sneeze. I did sneeze. I did sneeze. You'll be pleased to know. Expansion. Modest expansion. Modest expansion. I'm bringing the copper in from up here. This is just about as far as I would go without using a train. So for this iron ore patch, I will use a train. For this, a tea has arrived. Thank you so much. Thank you for the tea. I told her to do that. So bring me a tea while I'm recording the video. It'd be funny. That makes it sound like I was like being sarcastic. Do not bring me a tea, and do not disturb me. She humours me. She humours my YouTube career. What was I saying? Yes, so at this copper ore patch, what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a deep dive. Not now, not for this video, just generally in my spare time. I'd like to do a deep dive into how, the resource cost of this over belts versus over trains. Because rails are exceedingly cheap, right? Exceedingly cheap. Half an iron ore plate, 1 stone and 1 steel, and 1 steel is 1 iron ore... oh no, 1 steel is also half of a... no, it's a 20th, it's 20% of this, which is 1 iron plate. Wait, no, my brain. Why? Why am I so dense? Sorry. My brain just got caught in an absolute loop there of not knowing what it was talking about, but my mouth kept going. Does that ever happen to you? 1 steel plate is 5 iron ore. Yes, 5 iron plates. So they are quite cheap. They're not that cheap, I guess. But when you consider how cheap a transport belt is, 3 iron plates. That's 3 iron plates. Because you get 2 for a craft. But you also get 2 rails for a craft. So let's take 2 rails out, shall we? That's one craft of rails. But the thing with the rails is that you've got to set it up, right? You have to build that first. Those first locomotives, you have to build those first cargo wagons, you have to build the stations, you have to physically build the railway, and I'm always a huge fan of when I build the railway, that's when I'm going to start properly scaling up, right? I've got this plan in my mind for how the railway is going to go. The thing with the belts is that the belts are temporary, they're transient, right? Like the belts are going to go. The railway, I don't want the railway to go. Once I put the railway down, I want the railway to be the thing that does the work. So I'm really not a huge fan of building railways that are just placeholders. And this copper ore patch was just about close enough for me to go, it's alright, I can use belts for this. I don't think I will use belts for this. I'm pretty sure this will be the start. And the plan will be to have just a spine, fishbone style, where you just have a long track going up and down here that trains will go up and down on, and they will just deposit iron. So like raw resources will come in here. Oil might just come in here. Uranium will come in. You know, like it'll be like that. I've got a modular blueprint book for this one. This is an old one. This is an old one. It's not this one. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Which, you know, is a lot like Nilas's one. But I'm determined to not use grid sections here. I'm bored of grid sections. They're very good. Don't get me wrong. They're very good. But I'm bored of them. I'd like to do something else going forwards. But something like this you can also do where you have this on both sides of a... This is more built for, as it's called, bus base style. But if you're not building a proper bus base, and especially with the beacons system where you know, I'm not requiring a lot of space for beacons in theory. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I'm pretty sure, even though I was just saying that this is the starter base, I'm pretty sure I can just keep this style all the way through to the rocket launch. I think. And then down here I have built some quick, easy military production just so that we can start. I did go out and kill some biters here. You can see the remnants of the radar showing that the biters were chasing me for a bit just as I was driving my car around. There were two bases down here which have gone. They might have in fact been quite close. They might have been here. Just to see how we're faring in terms of military research versus biter evolution. And I can... Evolution factor 0.28, which I believe is medium biters. I don't know. I should have put the milestones mod on really, but I didn't want anybody knowing how long this kind of stuff takes me. Even though I've put the time of day up here, look, you can see it's 20 to 11 in the morning. What an early bird I am. Is that an early bird? I don't know. Oh, this is just the leftover regular magazines from the starter base, the bootstrap base, which has since gone. I leave this just producing the whole time, like for the whole 6 hours that I am doing this bit, and then I just turn it into red ammo. Red ammo's pretty good up until you get uranium ammo at least, and flamethrowers and laser beams. Alright, okay, that's enough waffling on. Let's just move forward to the last broadcast, I should call it. I should probably stick to my own theming if I'm going to make a real go of this, I suppose. It's sulfur. Press the wrong button there briefly. Sorry. I keep forgetting that I have to click back into the Factorio window, and then maybe I just turn off all the OBS hotkeys in future. That would probably be a sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? Um, I thought I was being smart and I was putting a sulfur chemical plant here to do the blue science when I first built it, and then I realised that I'm going to need sulfuric acid to make batteries, to make accumulators, because I want to start moving to accumulators and solar power soon, because this is pretty much running full whack now, all the time, almost. But I don't have enough coal to take a second belt out of this, because this would take a full row of boilers will take 60% of a yellow belt. Is that right? 63% if you include the burner inserters, which is not 100% accurate because the burner inserters aren't working full tilt. If the so yeah, you can't just add another 20 boilers onto this. And usually that's how I roll, is I just have one row of boilers up until the solar panels accumulators era begins. But personal batteries have just finished. I'm thinking about making some modular armor. If you are interested, I should stop hiding the facts here. This is 6 hours and 20 minutes into the game. So is this fast? Is this slow? I don't know. You tell me. It's certainly not fast. It's not fast. I shouldn't have said that. Is it fast for casual playthrough? I don't know. I don't think so. A lot of people have the "there is no spoon" achievement for beating the game in 8 hours. I don't really care about Steam achievements. 2, I don't really care about going fast. Which is funny because in a game that's ostensibly about being efficient, you know. But anyway, that's the beauty of the game, right? Everyone can play it in their own special different way and have a good time with it. So we have lubricant being made, we have sulfuric acid being made, which means that we are not too far away now from the era of robots, which are robotics, which are here. Batteries, electronic circuits, electric engine units. We're almost there. We're almost there. Anything else new? Yes, as I say, I thought I was being smart, added a sulfur lab to this, and then realised I need sulfuric acid, so there's more down here. And this belt here is for my... This is a blueprint from my... what I called my masterclass, which again was just a copy of another YouTube creator's thing, but I thought I'd just call it that for my own personal view. I didn't really think that I would ever be showing this thing off on stream, so that's not what that is. But yes, in the original blueprint this sulfur did go on the bus. I like Defenders, alright? I'm not gonna lie. I like Defender capsules, okay? I think they're okay. I know a lot of people think that the follower robot is useless. I don't know, I like them. There's something about them I just like. They feel efficient to me for some reason. They need 3 piercing round magazines to work. But then they themselves don't have an ammo limit. They can just... and they have a 45-second lifetime, which I don't know if you can buff that. You can buff the number that follow you, but I don't think that buffs the time that they're alive. You know, I think they're okay. I built lights here on a previous iteration of the save file that I then never used. You know, they're no laser beams, of course, and they're not the tank, but they do the job. And I think for me it's because they're, like, the mental load of using them is a lot lower than turret creep. And everyone knows that turret creep is very strong. But I don't know. I know they're not good, alright? You don't have to tell me that. You don't have to tell me that they're not good. They have a shooting speed of 3 versus the turrets, which have a shooting speed of 10. I'm just going back to get my car. I remember where I parked my car. I parked my car... What I actually did is I parked my car here, and then as I walked down and built the belts, I knew the car would move itself to me. Let me show off the defenders, shall we? Let's just. I know the idea was that these videos were supposed to be short, but whatever. We're too deep now. We're too deep. It's 20 minutes. So yeah, I played about. Oh, I've crashed right into that. The nanobots, they repair things. They're a bit OP, really, thinking about it. Yeah, I played about 6 hours, I suppose, of Factorio between these in these first 2 real videos, and then one I was supposed to pick up some more defenders, wasn't I? Whatever, whatever. So I cleared these bases out with the defenders and just my normal gun. That's oh no! I think there might be an element of just the biters not being difficult in general, which is why anything kind of works. Are they brilliant? No. Is this easier than turret creep? Yes. Do I mind that they're weaker, but I don't have to worry about turret creep, or I can just focus on dodging the worms? Like, it's fine, right? Like, it's fine. The biters don't, like, particularly go out of their way to target them. I do have a level of robot followers unlocked. Alright, they're all gone now. They're all gone, but... Oh god, please. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I don't fully understand why I have such a problem. Oh no, the big biters are here. Why I have such a problem with fighting the biters in this game. If it's just because I've not practiced it enough or whatever. Whereas I can play like Fortnite and other Twitch shooters and do pretty well at it. I'm actually going to die, I have to leave. But for some reason, just the mental load of fighting the biters I find to be quite difficult and annoying. So anyway, that's the base so far. Yeah, as I say, the next plan is definitely to, well, it's to clear some biters out. Build some. I don't need to build some turrets here because I've got a decent stash of turrets being built here, and then bring this iron in because this patch is. It's fine. It's fine, but you can see it's starting to get a little bit. It's getting a little bit not great. And also, we're not researching anything at the moment, so the base isn't doing a huge amount. But once we need to start building solar panels and batteries and stuff, that will give a decent load on iron again. That's 5 steel plates, that's 2 iron plates. The batteries also need iron. So yes, the next plan is definitely to start building a rail network, a proper rail network, bring this in. Bring this in as well, this is the nearest coal, which is another reason why I definitely need to start using solar panels and accumulators, because more rows of boilers is just not possible on this tiny bit of coal. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. And then we can start expanding big time, start thinking about big expansions. Maybe I will tear this down eventually, maybe I will tear it down and build a bigger bus. I've got some ideas in mind for a bus base that isn't just generic city blocks over and over again, but still a bus base. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments if this format is buttering your bread, if it's hydrating your masses. Please let me know. And other than that, I guess thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.